Charles Edmond here. Glad you can join us. The Open Mic Broadcast Network. Glad you can join us. Down at Prairie View, Texas, Dr. Michael Prince, Prairie View grad. You know, he's pulling for the Panthers. His team won their third straight regular season title. Of course, Landon Bussey, a longtime assistant at Prairie View, trying to create that model here at Alcorn. Men's game coming up later on as we take on Texas Southern for the second time in a week. We had an 11-point lead with 11 minutes left against Texas Southern and couldn't hold it. And we've got some players out. We'll talk about that as we roll along here on this Thursday morning. Lady Braves win, and they'll take on Alabama State tomorrow morning. Same venue, same time, 11 o'clock here at the Bartow Arena. Lady Braves in the gold, Southern in the light-colored uniforms with blue and gold numbers in trim. All right, Mitchell will jump center for the Lady Braves. She'll jump center with Tanera Moore. Lady Braves from right to left as we get ready here at the start of this one. You can watch the game as well on ESPN3.com. All the games are on the ESPN3.com. Centoria Black leading the play-by-play coverage there. Here we go here, and the tip won by Mitchell, and Rasco tracks it down. Lady Braves right to left, tells everyone to clear out. Let's get it started here. Rasco, three-quarters court, picked up by Genovia Johnson, is getting the start. Here's Clark right wing, out top Diamond Hall. First touch of the postseason for the Lady Braves. Pass out top, deflected, and a turnover for the Jaguars. Metcalf gets it inside, and a layup is good for the Lady Jaguars, or gives Southern the early lead. Well, first offensive possession led to a turnover. Lady Braves are down 2-0. A Billow crossing half court. Her pass intercepted. Second straight turnover. Kinsey, 2-on-2. Getting it inside, and the layup is good. McQuain's bucket puts the Lady Jaguars up 4-0. Two possessions, two turnovers for the Lady Braves. Abillo dribbles to the left wing. Looking for Diamond Hall out top, clears her out. Abillo on the attack. Abillo with the floater off the window, rattles out. With the rebound for the Jaguars, Genovia Johnson, who had a big three late in that first meeting. 4-0 Southern here in the first minute 12 of this first quarter. Lady Braves team, when they have fallen behind, it has been tough to come back. The Lady Braves have two turnovers in their first three possessions. Jaguars with the basketball. Kinsey gets it on the left side. Metcalf with 4 to shoot. 3 to shoot. Now here's a deep three up, and it's good. It makes it 7-0. 7-0 Lady Braves trail here in the first minute 42. Curtis Clark on the attack. The up and under move. Layup is good. Lady Braves get on the board. Curtis Clark, the senior. Clark makes it 7-2. Lady Braves got to get some stops here. Lady Braves trying to turn up their pressure. Southern trying to handle it, and they do. They've got a 3-on-2. Here's a pull-up on the elbow. That's off the mark by Johnson, and we've got a foul called. Stay right here. Foul on Alcorn. It's going to be on Rasco, her first, the senior from Indianapolis. Nate Kilbert already arguing that first call. Lorraine Rasco with her first, team's first here in the first 2:06. Men's game coming up later. Kinsey baseline right. Kinsey dumps it inside. The pull-up on the wing off the mark by Metcalf. Rebound, Lady Braves. Curtis Clark gets it out ahead to Rasco. Rasco with the spin. She's doubled. Wraparound out of a double. Deflected. Loose ball, Genovia Johnson. 7-2 Jaguars in the first 2.5 minutes. Lady Braves with 3 turnovers here in the first 2.5 minutes of this first half. Kinsey on the drive. The jump stop, and she had it stripped by Diamond Hall. Hall on the attack. Hall lobs it for Rasco too far, and a turnover for the Lady Braves. That's their 4th turnover here in the first 3 minutes of this first quarter. Southern 7, Lady Braves 2 here at the start. Winner to take on Bama State tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock. Men's game coming up later. Ball deflected out of a double. Genovia Johnson gets it to Chloe Fleming. Lady Braves lost twice to this team during the regular season. They say it's hard to beat a team 3 times, but Nate Kilbert says it can. It has been done a bunch of times. If we don't come ready, it can happen. And now what's happened here, splash into the bucket, Genovia Johnson, her first bucket. They've got 4 buckets, one by Kinsey, McQueen, Moore, and Johnson. Southern off to a 9-2 start here in the first 3:13 of the first quarter. Rasco off the screen in traffic. Rasco gets it to Diamond Hall in the elbow. Here's Rasco for 3, and she's got it. Rasco splashes it home. We need that from Larae Rasco. 9-5, Southern with the lead in the first 3.5 minutes. And a travel on the Lady Jaguars. Fleming. So Diamond Hall will check out for the Lady Braves. Asia Wheeler will check in for the first time. Nate Kilbert trying to match up here. So the Lady Braves line up with a Billow, Clark, Wheeler, Mitchell, and Rasco. Lady Braves down 9-5, 3.5 minutes left. They spread the floor, and now we got a clock issue here in the first 3.5 minutes. Curtis Clark at midcourt. Clark, the senior from Natchez, was going to inbound, call off the inbounds line, and Wheeler will do the honors. Gets it to Abillo. 9-5 Southern here in the first 3:40. First of an old SWAC doubleheader here in the postseason. Men's game coming up at 2. Abillo, no-look Wheeler, curling left. Kick out, Rasco. She'll jack up a 3. She's got it. Oh, that is a sight for sore eyes. Larae Rasco back-to-back triples, and it's 9-8. Well, if we get Rasco going, look out. Lady Braves down by 1. Rasco with 6 of the 8 points at the start. Fleming top of the circle. Oh, high-low inside. Getting it in. Johnson hit underneath the bucket. Mitchell with the box out. Gets the basketball. Gets it out ahead to Billow. Curtis Clark. She faked the 3. Rasco on the attack. Rasco no-look Mitchell. An offensive foul on Rasco on the pass to Mitchell. She probably should have took that one to the hole. It's her second. She's got 2 early fouls here in the first 4.5 minutes. Southern 9, Lady Braves 8. Rasco had surgery on her right middle finger right before the season started, missed all of non-conference, didn't play until the second game of conference. 4.5 minutes in for the Jaguars. We got a travel called. Oh, no, they're going to say a foul on the Lady Braves, a blocking foul. As Metcalf went to the hole, Curtis Clark with the 13th foul, her first. Look at the replay. I don't know about that. Like Clark was set. Call a foul on Clark, 13th foul, first on Curtis Clark. 4.5 minutes in, Southern 9, Lady Braves 8. Now the pull-up on the wing, and that's good. Pull-up by Kinsey, her second bucket. Southern by 3, 11-8. And now turnover. This is Metcalf. Metcalf took the ball, put it up, count it. Oh, they're going to say an offensive foul on Metcalf. Metcalf with her first. Halfway through this first quarter, Lady Braves down 3, 11-8. Rasco with 6 of the 8 points. Abillo walks it up. Halfway through the first, 11-8. Curtis Clark left wing. Clark out top Mitchell. Deja Mitchell on the handoff. Abillo off the Mitchell screen. Has it on the right wing. 8 to shoot. Clark with the spin. The floater is up. Rattles in and out and in for Curtis Clark. Taking it to the hole. She'll have the and one coming up after this timeout. The and one by Curtis Clark. That makes it 11-10. Curtis Clark will try to tie it up on the other side of this timeout. Timeout on the floor here from Birmingham. Lady Braves down by 1. Larae Rasco with back-to-back triples. Lady Braves down 11-10. The and one by Clark coming up after this 1-minute timeout. This is Braves basketball.
Alcorn State University and the Trademark and Licensing Administration have joined to coordinate the placement of the university marks, both externally and internally, on items including shirts, caps, or other products. The university licenses will only use those products which reflect positively upon the university and are in keeping with the university's mission. The trademark and licensing of the Alcorn State University insignia was established to protect the Alcorn State University name and identifying marks. Trademark and Licensing Administration works to preserve and promote the university's longstanding reputation as a center of academic and athletic excellence. Merchandise vendors wishing to use the university's identifying marks on commercial products must be licensed vendors who have obtained permission to use Alcorn State University marks by securing trademark licenses. Campus organizations that want university identifying marks on their internal use products must hire licensed vendors to produce these items. To learn more about the licensing and trademark requirements, visit www.alcorn.edu/trademark and licensing administration.
Looks like the Lady Braves have found their rhythm a little bit after trailing 8-2. Rasco with back-to-back threes. Clark with the bucket in the and one coming up in a moment. Lady Braves are down 11-10. Boy, a sight for sore eyes for Lorraine Rasco getting going. If she can give us something, not saying she hasn't given us anything, but this right here, back-to-back threes, I think we will definitely take that and a little bit more. If she gets in the double figures, that makes everybody else's job easier. And Lorraine Rasco never really worried about it. You know, talking with her in non-conference after she had the surgery, she was traveling with the team and just trying to stay loose, and she said she's got to be ready. It was a struggle during the regular season, struggle during conference season, but this is the postseason, and that's where heroes are made. And Lorraine Rasco, a good start for the Lady Braves. The and one for Curtis Clark coming up with 4:44 left in the first half. And Clark a free throw away from tying it up here at 11. Right now it's 11-10. Jaguars with 4:44 left here in this first quarter. Glad you can join us here on WPRL 91.7 and WPRL.org, as well as the Open Mic Broadcast Network. They'll have wall-to-wall coverage as well. And they'll have the men's game coming up. The men's team has some injuries. Tremaine Crosby, the number 2 scorer in the league, behind Jared of Jackson State. Tremaine Crosby will not play today. Has an MRI scheduled for tomorrow, so he is out. We've got some other guys that possibly will not play. Landon Bussey will give us details coming up a little bit later. But that's the storyline as far as the men are concerned. Tremaine Crosby, the team's leading scorer, coming in averaging 18 a game in conference, out for the Braves. But this Braves team, despite being shorthanded, had 6 guys out in their last regular season game against Prairie View. Gave the Panthers all they can handle last Saturday. All right, Curtis Clark at the line for the and one, trying to tie it up here with 4:44 left in the first quarter. Free throw on the way, and it's good, and we're tied at 11. So Curtis Clark with 5, Rasco with 6, and Johnson trying to get the ball in, turned it over. Stepped over the line before she passed the basketball. So the Lady Braves will get it. Asia Wheeler will inbound. Curtis Clark left wing. Out top, Nia McAlthea. She spreads the floor. McAlthea with a billow. Wheeler, Mitchell, Clark. The step back for McAlthea short. And on the bounce for Southern University, Watson. Watson's pass, Metcalf. Metcalf double pass intercepted by McAlthea. She attacks the spin, lost it, got it back in the paint, hands it off to Wheeler. Wheeler with the jump stop. They try to tie her up, and they do. She is tied up. Southern will get the basketball. Watson tied her up. Possession arrow, the Jaguars. 4:17 left in the first quarter. Alcorn 11, Southern 11. Lady Braves on a 9-3 run here as we approach the 4-minute mark of the first quarter. Southern 11, Alcorn 11. Jaguars with the basketball. Metcalf right wing, gets a screen, goes left. Metcalf's pass deflected. Lady Braves all in the passing lanes. There's an open shooter. 3, good. Kinsey's triple. That's her 3rd bucket. She's got 8. Southern by 3. Can't leave Kinsey open, and Southern hit those 3s in the second meeting. 14-11 Jaguars with 3:40 left in the first. A billow left wing in the paint. Scoop shot, good. Boy, she takes the contact. A billow, the sophomore from past Christiane, and she almost got the steal as well. Cedric Tillman, my buddy, loves Caleb Billow's game. Of course, he's from that area. Every time you call Caleb Billow's name, Cedric Tillman just smiles. Just That's his buddy from down on the coast. 3.5 left in the first half. 14-13 Southern. Lady Braves hanging tough here. Lady Braves turn up the pressure. Southern handles it. Wayne gets it in the corners. Another three. Short. She follows it up and try to power her way in, and it'll be Lady Braves basketball. Try to draw contact. Nothing there. We approach 3 to play in this first quarter. Lady Braves kind of finding their rhythm. Their defense turning it up a little bit. McAlthea gets it to Curtis Clark. 3:10 left in the first. Southern 14, Lady Braves 13. Clark crosses half court. Clark off of Mitchell's screen goes right wing on the handoff of Billow. Curling left, kick out Mitchell, and an offensive foul on a Billow on the kick out. That's her first. 14 foul on the Lady Braves. Genovia Johnson will inbound. 14-13 Southern, 2:58 left in the first. Kind of a low-scoring game. It looks like in the 60s, kind of like in the first meeting, when Southern won 67-61. Lady Braves went the last 2.5 without a bucket in their first meeting. There's the up and under move, and the layup is good. So Genovia Johnson going to the bucket, lays it in. Southern by 3, 2.5 left in the first, 16-13. McAlthea picked up half court. Southern in a man-to-man. Wheeler right elbow, right wing. Jump stop, floater short. And now we've got a reach in. It's going to be on the Lady Braves. Diamond Hall just checked back into the lineup. Picks up her first. 15 foul on the Lady Braves. 2:21 left in the first. Southern 16, Lady Braves 13 here in Birmingham. Diamond Hall just checked back in the lineup. 2:21 left. Looks like we're going to walk the other way for some free throws coming up. 2:21 left in the first. Lady Braves down by 3. Free throws coming up. Moore at the line for a couple. First is up, and this is good. First free throws for the Jaguars. Moore with 3 for Southern. They lead by 4, 17-13. 2:21 left in the first. Second is on the way, and that's good. Moore with 4, Southern by 5. Lady Braves need a bucket here as we approach 2 to play in the first. Southern with an 18-13 lead. Curtis Clark a double running at her, and she gets it to Billow. Out top Wheeler. Asia Wheeler dumps it inside. Clark trying to get it across the lane through the hands of Diamond Hall to McAlthea. She'll jack up a 3, and that's short. Rebounds the Jaguars. Watson. Watson out ahead. Kinsey to Fleming. Now we have a steal. Asia Wheeler going to the rack. Wheeler, the up and under floater. No. And she'll get a couple of free throws. Lady Braves got to be in attack mode. Free throws coming up as Watson with the foul. And Asia Wheeler at the line for the Lady Braves. Free throws are critical. Lady Braves in the bottom of the league in free throw shooting percentage. Going to get their chances. They got to knock down free throws. First is up. It's good. Well, Lady Braves off to a nice start. 2 for 2 from the line. Southern also 2 for 2. 18-14 Jaguars. 1:49 left in the first. Second is up, and that's good. Rattles home. Wheeler makes it an 18-15 game. Important points there as Fleming, offensive foul on the jump pass. Fleming with her first. Well, the Lady Braves really aggressive in the driving lane. Yeah, Fleming clearly on the replay pushed a Billow. Billow probably weighs 130 pounds. And good job by Billow. McAlthea for the Lady Braves as they spread the floor. McAlthea going left and now going right on the attack. Floater by McAlthea short. Got a good look, just didn't finish. Here's Fleming with it with 1:30 left. Fleming going to the rack. Her floater short. Rebound, Diamond Hall. Lady Braves down 3 with 1 1/4 left. Here's Abillo, throws it out ahead. Wheeler, pump fake, layup, got it. Asia Wheeler. One particular guy I know texts me all the time and says, we need to get Asia Wheeler more action. Well, she got some action there, lays it in, makes it an 18-17 game. We have the pass deflected by Wheeler, tracked down by Watson. Lady Braves turning up the pressure. Under a minute left in the first. 18-17 Jaguars. And we got a dual possession. And it'll go to the Lady Braves with 55 seconds left here in this first. Lady Braves getting good balance, good scoring, and defensively they're creating a little havoc. Abillo will walk it up, picked up at half court by Fleming. Lady Braves down 1, 18-17 with 45 left in the first, 19 to shoot. Abillo dribbles to the left wing off the Wheeler screen. Now will dribble out to midcourt almost. They spread the offense here, 10 to shoot. Abillo top of the circle. Abillo going left. Abillo dumps it to Hall. Hall out top of Abillo from 16. No. Through the hands of Hall, out of bounds. It'll stay Lady Braves ball with 25.2 and a new clock, 20 to shoot. So the Lady Braves could milk this all the way down as Watkins will check in for McAlfia. 25.2 remaining. Lady Braves trying to grab the lead here in the final seconds of the first. 18-17, Wheeler baseline left, gets it to Curtis Clark. She'll dribble all the way to the top of the circle. 15 to shoot. It's about 4 seconds shot to gain clock differential here. The Lady Braves will milk this down. 10 to shoot. Curtis Clark almost to midcourt. She'll attack going low. She'll try to cross over. Lost it. Play backed up by Hall. Gets it to Clark. 2 to shoot. Clark tied up. Possession arrow Southern. 1 to shoot. 5.6 remaining. She was tied up by Fleming. All right, so the Lady Braves got a D up here. 5.6 left. Southern with the ball by 1. Zenobia Johnson will inbound. This is coming back to Johnson. Johnson will push it. Johnson from 17. No. And that takes us to the end of the first. Back and forth. First quarter. Southern 18. Alcorn 17 here in Birmingham. Quarter number 1 in the books. At the half, we're going to talk with Assistant Commissioner of the SWAC, Dr. Jason Cable, and Alcorn Knight played his college basketball at Alcorn. They called him Shooter when he was playing hoops at Alcorn. He's running the show here as Commissioner Dr. Charles McClellan is in Indianapolis on the NCAA Selection Committee. So Dr. Cable running the show here at the Bartow Arena. We'll talk to him at the half. We'll take a break. 18-17 Jaguars at the end of the first. Back in a minute. This is Lady Braves basketball.
What do I cherish? Precious moments watching Dad read to my little Eric. That's why I'm so grateful I insisted on an eye exam when I noticed him struggling with the words on the page. We found out Dad has age-related macular degeneration, or AMD. Luckily, the doctor caught it in time for treatment, so Dad can still read. Protect yourself and your loved ones. Call the Foundation Fighting Blindness today at 1-800-254-6552 for a free packet on preventing and managing AMD. That's 1-800-254-6552.
One day, I'll teach chemistry to kids.
I'm going to be an architect.
My dream is to be a chef.
At the U.S. Department of Education's Office of Federal Student Aid, we provide more than $150 billion each year in grants, loans, and work-study funds, making higher education possible for anyone at any stage of life.
I can go back to college.
I can change careers.
I can make a difference. Federal Student Aid, proud sponsor of the American Mind. Learn more about money for college at studentaid.gov.
18-17 Jaguars over your Lady Braves. The men's game coming up. 6-3 seed, the Braves, number 6 seed, taking on the 3 seed Texas Southern. We just saw this team last Thursday. The Braves had an 11-point lead with 11.5 minutes left and lost 80-78 to Texas Southern. So we got a fresh look at that team a week ago, and we'll get another look at Johnny Jones, Texas Southern Tigers coming up next. And at the half of that game, we'll talk with Nate Kilbert, win or lose. Hopefully coming off a win. Lady Braves win this game. They'll take on Bama State tomorrow at 11 o'clock here at the arena. Very limited crowd here. I think 1,000 tickets per session being sold for this one. The social distancing starting to get a little bit back to normal with the vaccines and other stuff that's happening, but please be safe out there. Wear your mask. I know some folks are still struggling to deal with this. Those that have had it come out on the other side, still trying to recover, so we wish everyone to be safe and continue to be safe. Not there yet. We're getting there. Get your vaccine. I know Stephen A. Smith was on television yesterday. He got his vaccine. I got mine last Monday, and I probably could have had it before then, but I wanted to wait until some of the folks older than me that need it more than I do get theirs, and over time I'll get mine, but the opportunity was there for me to get mine last Monday, and I got it. My wife got it, and at the end of the month we'll get our second shot. So get your vaccine. That's one of the first steps to getting things back to normal. 1-point game, 18-17. Lady Braves, second quarter underway. Curtis Clark Rasco back in for the Lady Braves with Mitchell, Wheeler, and Watkins, the fives. They have Watkins and Wheeler on the floor. We talked about that with Nate Kilbert. What does it mean when both are on the floor? Here's Watkins, had it stripped out of bounds as she was attacking the rim. Novia Johnson knocked it out of bounds with 15 to shoot, just underway in the second quarter. Lady Braves down by 1, 18-17. Wheeler baseline left. Rasco from 13, short through the hands of Wheeler, right to Southern's Fleming. It's underway in the second quarter. On the attack, scoop shot short. Mitchell with the rebound. Bad back and all, giving it a go. Here's Wheeler getting it. Wheeler stops on the left wing, gets it to the trailer Rasco. Clark right wing. Now she'll tell Rasco to set up on the left wing as they spread the floor. 15 to shoot, early second quarter. Southern by 1. Here is Clark on the attack. Her layup is good. There it is Clark. They cleared out for her, and Clark with 7. Lady Braves by 1, 19-18. Here in the second quarter, a minute in. Now can they D up here on a reach in on Wheeler? Her first. So the Lady Braves have rallied from 6 down to grab the lead a minute into the second quarter. Lady Braves 19, Southern 18. Jay Miles, our producer, back in studio on the buttons. Charles Edmond here in Birmingham. Braves baseball will be starting here shortly. As a matter of fact, baseball team had a game with Ole Miss the other day. They will play Ole Miss again next month. We'll be there to bring you that one. Softball as well. Here's a pull-up 3 in the corner. Rattles home. 3 ball by McWayne. McWayne, her second bucket. She's got 5. 21-19 Southern. And now attacking the rim as Clark had it stripped out of bounds by Johnson. So for the Jaguars, that's their 3rd triple. Southern not a great three-point shooting team, but they got 3 triples here in this first half. With 8:38 left in the first. Here it is Clark, baseline left. Clark. Left wing, here's a step back by Watkins. No, Deja Mitchell went over the back. No whistle there. Is Moore for the Jaguars. Moore, Watson now on the drive. Here's another 3 in the corner. That's no good. Foul is up, and that's no good in the foul. Oh, Lady Braves giving up too many second chance opportunities. So Deja Mitchell with the foul, and Deja Mitchell with her first. So Ray Rasco, the only Lady Brave in foul trouble with 2. Free throws coming up for Moore. She's 2 for 2 from the line. First is underway, and good. Air ball. Second free throw coming up. She's 2 for 3 from the line, the only one with free throw attempts for Southern. 21-19 Lady Jaguars. Second free throw is up. That's wide right off the mark. Mitchell with the rebound. Southern 21, Lady Braves 19 with 8:15 left in the first half. For the Lady Braves, Rasco left wing on the attack. Rasco on the kick out. Tajane right, and here's the up and under move. Layup counts, the bucket by Watkins. The scoop shot took the hoop and the harm. Foul on Moore, her first. Lady Braves have tied it up, and now Watkins will try to give the Lady Braves the lead as Abillo checks back in. Watkins for the and one. Watkins, time to take right the lineup. Deja Mitchell. Abillo. Rasco, free throw is good. So Watkins gives the Lady Braves the lead, 22-21. Timeout, Lady Braves. It'll be a full timeout, so 8:02 left in the first half. Lady Braves 22, Southern 21. We'll take a 1-minute break. We'll be right back. This is Alcorn Braves basketball.
One day, I'll teach chemistry to kids.
I'm going to be an architect.
My dream is to be a chef.
At the U.S. Department of Education's Office of Federal Student Aid, we provide more than $150 billion each year in grants, loans, and work-study funds, making higher education possible for anyone at any stage of life.
I can go back to college.
I can change careers. I can make a difference.
Federal Student Aid, proud sponsor of the American Mind. Learn more about money for college at studentaid.gov.
One day, I'll teach chemistry to kids.
I'm going to be an architect.
My dream is to be a chef.
At the U.S. Department of Education's Office of Federal Student Aid, we provide more than $150 billion each year in grants, loans, and work-study funds, making higher education possible for anyone at any stage of life.
I can go back to college.
I can change careers. I can make a difference.
Federal Student Aid, proud sponsor of the American Mind. Learn more about money for college at studentaid.gov.
8:02 left. Boy, Lady Braves hanging tough. They've fallen behind 3 different times and have battled out of the hole each one. 22-21, Alcorn over Southern. The winner to take on Alabama State tomorrow morning at 11 here in Birmingham. SWAC volleyball tournament will be here next weekend. I'll be here for that one for the SWAC Digital Network. My first endeavor with volleyball, and looking forward to that. Was at the recent Lady Braves volleyball practice. You talk about athleticism. You talk about getting above the rim. You hear that phrase? In volleyball, it's getting above the net, spiking the ball. Incredible power, finesse, speed, intensity. Looking forward to the SWAC volleyball tournament at next weekend. 8:02 left. This game's got some intensity as well as the Lady Braves fell behind, sluggish out the gate, but their defense is really pacing their offense. I think the one thing the Lady Braves have to do is guard the three-point line. So they're not a great three-point shooting team, but they've got 3 triples in the first half. Kinsey with a couple and McWayne with a triple for the Jaguars. 22-21, Lady Braves by 1 with 8:02 left here in this first half. Lady Braves of Tanjane Wright, Rascal the lineup with Watkins, Mitchell, and Abillo. Coming out of the TV timeout. Gloria Black on the coverage of the TV timeout. Southern with the basketball. Jaguars, Metcalf, running by Rasco. Metcalf out of the double. Gets it out ahead to Watkins. The floater's up, nope, and the blocking foul on the Lady Braves. Looks like it's going to be on Watkins. That'll be our first. Watkins are first. 3 team fouls on the Lady Braves. Free throws coming up here. Free throws coming up by Nakia Kinsey. 8 points to lead the Jaguars. First is up. Rattles home. Southern 3 of 5 from the free throw line in this first half. Southern 22, Alcorn 22 with 7:50 left in the first. Back and forth we go. Second is good. Jaguars with the lead. 23-22. 7:47 left. Outlet pass, deep pass. Watkins. Watkins lost it. Lady Braves can't afford those unforced turnovers. Here's Watson getting it to Metcalf. Metcalf right wing in the corner. In on the baseline, falling out of bounds, and she did step out of bounds. Lady Braves basketball. 7:29 left, 2.5 minutes into this second quarter. Lady Braves down by 1. Curtis Clark will check in. Nate Kilbert was telling me before the game, as far as the rotation is concerned, he's trying to cut it down to 7 or 8. That's what teams usually play with this time of year. Here's Abillo in traffic. Abillo, lob the Diamond Hall, deflected out of bounds by Metcalf. Is it going to be a deflection, or are they going to talk it over? Initial call, Lady Braves basketball. I think it'll stay that way. Here is Clark. Will inbound the basketball. Baseline left. Clark gets it to right. Right hasn't been able to put up a 3 as of yet. Rasco, left wing Clark. She'll jack up a 3. Got it! Curtis Clark in double figures with 10. Lady Braves with their biggest lead, too. 25-23 with 7 to play in the second. For Southern, Kinsey. Kinsey trying to get it inside, and a pass deflected out of bounds by Wright. 6:56 left, 18 to shoot. Lady Braves with their biggest lead, 25-23. 6:55 left. Lady Braves looks like they're playing on the string defensively here. Not making it easy for Southern. I think the Lady Braves just have to defend the three-point line. On the attack, Metcalf, and she's fouled with 6:44 left in the second. 25-23. On the foul. And Rasco just called for her third. So Southern's basketball. Working around left side, beyond 3. Lady Braves guarding that three-point line. Trying to get it inside, nothing there. There's a pass deflected. Nothing with it. 4 to shoot. On the attack, Metcalf, and the pull-up is good against the clock. Against the clock, Metcalf drains it from 16, 25 all. McAlthea left wing. McAlthea fronted by Johnson. Now Curtis Clark, top of the circle. Clark left wing. Clark off a screen goes right wing. Oh, the teardrop, and she's called for steps. With 5:58 left, Deja Mitchell said she was open. 5:58 left in the first. And Deja Mitchell will check out of the lineup. 25 all. Deja Mitchell is yet to score. Rasco has scored. Curtis Clark with 10. Remember, Deja Mitchell's playing with a bum back right now, so they're trying to monitor her minutes. Genovia Johnson. Bill tried to tie her up, couldn't. Genovia, not here. Watson, 18 to shoot. Now I'm going to skip past Johnson, and the foul is going to be on Wheeler, her second. Wheeler with 2. Rasco with 3. 5:43 left here in this first half. Alcorn 25, Southern 25. Like this game very similar to that 57-51 game back on January 30th, in which the Lady Braves had tied it up at 51, and Southern went on a 6-0 run, including a big 3 by Genovia Johnson with 30 seconds left against the shot clock. First free throw up, and it's good. Speaking of Johnson, her first free throw attempt. Southern 5 of 7 from the line. Second free throw is good. So Southern's back up by 2. They scored 4 unanswered after the Lady Braves grabbed the lead. It's Kayla Billow. Gets it out to right. Now Curtis Clark, left wing. Clark beyond 3 with 5.5 left. Abillo, top of the circle. 27-25 Southern. Abillo dribbles to the left wing. 10 to shoot. Abillo dumps it in the right. Right little jab step. Facing the bucket on the crossover, and she lost it out of bounds. Wright had nowhere to go. They crowded her. Normally she's open for three. They try to get her some set pieces to get her open, but that time she tried to attack the bucket and couldn't. Lady Braves down 2. We approach the halfway mark of this second quarter. Here's Fleming, picks up her dribble. Fleming wrap around Johnson. Gets it out ahead or on the attack. Fleming, floater no. And Fleming gets it for Southern, dribbles all the way out to the right wing. 10 to shoot. Fleming on the kick out. Here's another three. Nope. With it, trickles out of bounds off of right. 4:51 remaining. 20 to shoot. Southern by 2. 4:51 left in the first half. Fleming baseline right. Fleming. That's out top. Or more beyond 3. Southern by 2 with 4:45 left. And now we got a offensive foul called. And the foul's on Genovia Johnson, her first. Genovia Johnson with 6. Kinsey with 10 for Southern. Clark with 7. Clark with 10. Rasco with 7 for the Lady Braves. Lady Braves with the basketball. Curtis Clark on the attack, and he kicks it out right for 3. No, ball out of bounds off of Alcorn. It'll be Southern's basketball. 4.5 left in the first. Raven White in the lineup for the Jaguars. White, the sophomore from Fort Lauderdale. 4.25 left in the first. Southern trying to get it across half court. Johnson's pass deflected out of bounds by Wheeler. Shakes her hand. That was a hard pass off of Wheeler's hand out of bounds. 4:21 to play. 22 to shoot. Braves down by 2. Fleming top of the circle. Fleming fronted by McAlthea. 13 to shoot. Fleming in traffic. Fleming's pass deflected. Loose ball of Billow. Spun, lost it on her knee. Was able to roll it to Diamond Hall. Gets it out ahead to Wheeler. Wheeler to McAlthea. McAlthea on the attack. Jumps it off to Wheeler. Wheeler lays it up. Too strong. Pushed it up off the glass. Too strong. Southern with the basketball. 3:50 left. Chloe Fleming on the attack. Fleming scoop shot. Missed it all. Ball trickles out of bounds. Baseline official right there looking for help, and it will stay Southern's way. The baseline official was right there. Deferred to the wing official. Will stay Jaguars' way with 3:44 left in the first half. 20 to shoot. Lady Braves down by 2. Winner to take on Bama State tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock. We'll be on the air. Lady Braves get it done. I'm confident we will at 10:30. 3:44 left. On the inbound, Genovia Johnson plowing her way in. Offensive foul. With 3:41 left. Raven White, her first. Lady Braves. Nice D by Curtis Clark. Play defense in basketball. You got to move your feet. That's first and foremost. Abillo for the Lady Braves. Abillo left wing. 3.5 left. Wheeler left wing. Wheeler to Clark on the curl. Her floater is good. Here it is, Clark with a dozen, cousin. We're tied at 27. 3:17 left in the first half. Lady Braves turning up the pressure. Metcalf gets it out ahead, crossing half court. And McWayne in traffic. Her floater's up, rattles home. Johnson, 8 for her. Southern by 2, 2:55 left. McAlthea for the Lady Braves. Back and forth we go. We've had a half dozen lead changes in this game. Lady Braves down by a couple. McAlthea left wing. McAlthea lowers her shoulder, lost it, got it back. Now Diamond Hall. She'll try to attack and call for step. 2:40 left in the first. Well, we said in the pregame, is it Diamond Hall time and is it LeRae Rasco time? Well, Rasco with 2 big threes, but Diamond Hall scoreless so far. 2:40 left in the half. Southern 29, Braves 27, 2:40 left. For the Jaguars, McWayne. McWayne's pass intercepted by Abillo. Gets it out ahead. Curtis Clark lost it, got it back on fouled. Foul, I think it's going to be on Watson. Yeah, Watson with her second. So the Lady Braves with a chance to tie it up. Well, the Lady Braves defense is really causing havoc. Not, I wouldn't say as aggressive. They're picking their spots, and they're creating turnovers. Now Curtis Clark at the line. 10 points, her second free throw attempt of this game. First is up. Got it. Flashes it home. She's got 13 first-half points. Lady Braves down by 1 just to tie it up. She does. She's got 14 in the half. We're tied at 29 with 2.5 left in the first half. For the Jaguars, Genovia Johnson, Raven White on the skip pass. Metcalf picks it out in the corner. Johnson, here's a 3 coming up in the corner. Good. Leaving these open shooters. McWayne, that's her second triple, the 4th triple by Southern in this half, and they're up by 3. We're leaving these shooters open, especially McWayne. She's got a couple of triples. Wheeler, top of the circle. Clark from 17. Short. Southern, the rebound the ball carries to Metcalf. Out ahead, Genovia Johnson. Curling right, she's called for steps. 1:42 left here in this first half. Southern 32, Lady Braves 29. 1:42 left in the first half. 3-point lead, winding up the first half with McAlthea and Obillo. Taylor Obillo just 1 bucket, but running the offense. Wheeler, Diamond Hall, and we got a foul called. It's going to be on the Jaguars, playing a tight man-to-man. Genovia Johnson, her second. 91 seconds left in the first half. Well, right now the difference is 3-point shooting. Genovia Johnson will check out more in. McAlthea at the line. Our first trip to the line in this game. We have 91 seconds left in the first half. Southern 32, Lady Braves 29. First free throw coming up. Got it. McAlthea makes it 32-30 with 1:31 left. Second free throw coming up in this first half. And this one is good. Lady Braves doing a nice job from the line. 7 of 8 in this first half. 1:25 left. Lady Braves down 1. And now Raven White on the press release. White almost a 10-second call, and it is. 10-second call. Well, that's the Lady Braves defense we know. 10-second call. Lady Braves with 1:20 left will get the basketball. Asia Wheeler. Get it in. Wheeler bounce past Diamond Hall. All beyond 3. All top of the circle. Wheeler taking the bump floater short. All deflected out of bounds off of Alcorn Southern's basketball. 1:11 left. Another good opportunity for the Lady Braves. Southern with the basketballs. We approach a minute left in this first half. For the Jaguars, McWayne. Get it into White. White's pass deflected by McAlthea, but it got to Southern's Metcalf. Metcalf lost it. It's going to be a dual possession, and it'll be Lady Braves basketball. With 1:01 left in the half. Well, 2 straight possessions, a 10-second call and a dual possession goes to the Lady Braves. Well, he said it's a 10-second call, no jump ball. So the second straight 10-second call for the Jaguars. Minute left in the first. Lady Braves with the ball, down by 1. They clear it out here, spread the floor, 25 to shoot. So Curtis Clark will dribble. 50 seconds left, 18 to shoot. Let's see if Clark will attack or kick it out. 12 seconds left. Abillo now goes to the left wing. They clear out the right side. Clark on the attack, the up and under move, and she's called for step. 35.5 remaining. There was a good opportunity there. 4 to shoot. Now the clock resets. 35.5 remaining with a fresh clock. Southern with the basketball. Metcalf gets it out ahead. The Jaguars, McWayne, and she's fouled. Diamond Hall. That's her second. Diamond with 2. Wheeler with 2. Rasco with 3. 28.3 remaining. Southern with a 32-31 lead. The 6th seed Lady Braves against the number 3 seed Jaguars. First free throw is up. Got it. Well, both teams doing a nice job from the line. McWayne, her first trip Southern, 7 of 9 from the line. Wayne's second is up. That's good. She's got 10. So 2 players in double figures, McWayne and Kinsey with 10. Southern by 3. Is Clark with the floater short with 19 seconds left. And Southern with the basketball here, playing for the final shot. 10 seconds left in the half. On the attack, trying to drop it off. White lays it in. White puts the Jaguars up 5 with 3 seconds left. Here's Clark going left, and she couldn't get it off. So back and forth we go. Southern with a 36-31 lead over the Lady Braves at halftime. Good first half. Lady Braves faded in the last minute and a half. Jaguars by 5 at the break, 36-31. We will take a 2-minute break, and when we come back, we're expected to hear from Assistant Commissioner, guy running the show here for Commissioner Dr. Charles McClellan, who's in Indiana on the NCAA Basketball Selection Committee. So Assistant Jason Cable running the show. We'll talk to Jason, Dr. Jason Cable, coming up in 2 minutes. 36-31, Lady Braves trail by 5. This is Alcorn Braves basketball.
Nation, we are here for our communities.
We're doing our part to get supplies where it's needed in order to fight COVID-19 together.
Got to do what we got to do, helping the people that did lose their jobs and lost their income, and now they don't have money for their food.
It feels good to be out there to assist our community with what we're dealing with, what you sign up for as a soldier.
We will not rest until the mission is complete.
Each one of these soldiers, once they received the call, they understood that all hands were on deck. This goes to the core of what citizen soldiers do.
We are your Army National Guard.
I would like our friends and family to know that your National Guardsmen are always ready and always there.
Always ready, always there. Visit NationalGuard.com to find out more. Sponsored by the Mississippi Army National Guard, aired by the Mississippi Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Hey.
Hi, nice neighborhood. You must have a strong community association board.
I don't pay any attention to that stuff.
How do you know the board and community manager are making the right decisions?
I don't, but what can I do?
Connect with CAI.
CA what?
CAI, Community Associations Institute. They're a nonprofit group with free resources for your board, training for community managers, and information for homeowners.
Protect your investment at responsiblecommunities.com.
We are live here in Birmingham. Glad you can join us here on 91.7 WPRL and WPRL.org. We're expected to be joined here by Dr. Jason Cable. He agreed to join us at halftime. I know he's running the show here. for this entire weekend, so we'll try to get a couple of syllables from them coming up. Our score, 36-31 Jaguars at the break. We'll take a 2-minute timeout. We'll be right back from Birmingham. This is Braves basketball. We are live here in Birmingham. Glad you can join us here on 91.7 WPRL and WPRL.org here on this second day of the SWAC basketball tournament. Glad you can join us as halftime, 36-31 our score. Back and forth first half. We are joined at the other microphone by Dr. Jason Cable, who's running the show here, as Dr. Charles McClellan is in Indiana. A great honor to be on the selection committee. It's going to be busy. It's going to be a tough selection Sunday coming up with the COVID-19 and the disparity in the number of games. I think this might be the toughest bracket that committee is going to have to put together because teams like Kentucky and Duke are down. Will they make it? Who knows? Dr. Cable knows that he's got to run this thing for the next few days, and he's doing a good job. Dr. Cable, we appreciate you coming on.
Thanks for having me, Charles.
How busy have you been here since you are now running the show here the next few days?
Very busy, but it's something that we love to do, putting on a basketball tournament, especially being a former basketball student athlete. You know, this is something definitely that's near to my heart, playing in this tournament, you know, as a student athlete and just seeing it grow. You know, we just want to make sure that we put on a first-class event, Charles.
Well, you're over this event here pre-COVID-19. This time last year, we weren't even doing this. Is it safe to say that we're kind of moving along here with the vaccines and everything? Is it safe to say that we're starting to get back to normal, or we still got a ways to go, you think?
I think we still have a ways to go, but I would want to take time right now just to commend our student athletes and institutions. I mean, they remain steadfast and making sure that they followed all the safety protocols, and we were able to have a tournament. And so it's very fortunate, and I'm just happy that the student athletes have an opportunity to play a tournament, and all the hard work they put in the regular season. They kind of get to see the fruits of their labor.
What is the protocols here at the tournament in terms of testing?
Well, the testing protocol is correlated with the NCAA testing protocol for the NCAA championship. So on the men's side, you have to have 7 consecutive negative tests. So institutions started testing on Saturday, at home, and then we picked up testing here on Tuesday and we will continue to test every day on the men's side until they leave on Sunday heading to Indianapolis. So men's basketball champion will leave Birmingham and head directly to Indianapolis, quarantine for a day, and then begin, preparing for the first round. On the women's side, it's a little gap. On the women, they still have the same 7-day negative testing requirement, but when they leave Birmingham, they will have an opportunity to go home and then fly to San Antonio.
So the bubbles for the men are in Indianapolis or the Indiana area, and the bubble for the women are in San Antonio. That was just announced last week. We're talking with Assistant Commissioner Dr. Jason Cable here at the half. Lady Braves are down by 5. Before we get a little bit more into the basketball and what you're doing, obviously our folks still talking about football. Obviously, as we all know, Alcorn State opted out of spring football. And just from a conference's perspective, and I haven't really talked about this with a whole bunch of folks, just kind of going with the flow. The university athletics has decided to opt out. What's the conference's stance on that? And my guess is it's just whatever the university decides, and that's kind of the SWAC's role. Whatever the universities decide, the SWAC goes along with that. I know Valley Soccer, women's soccer, opted out recently. Is that kind of the conference's role, just go along with what the schools decide?
Absolutely. We trust our schools in making decisions for their student athletes. And so in the event a school wants to opt out, we support that. And then we just follow our policy accordingly.
The scheduling, I haven't really followed it. I know, we had some games playing at Southern University in the spring. I see A.D. Roman Banks is here. What's the scheduling process? And since we did not play in the spring, the games that we didn't play in the spring, we have to make up in the fall. How does that work?
Yeah, you would just essentially keep the same schedule. And so the 21 fall schedule, you would just you'll keep that schedule. So that's the process. When you have a 10-year schedule, when you start adjusting, it makes it very difficult because there's a lot of moving parts. And so Alcorn would just have to fulfill the schedule as printed. Yeah.
I remember one year, this was several years ago, I think it was the Labor Day Classic that was postponed or something along those lines with Prairie View, Texas Southern. And somebody who worked in the SWAC office at the time, they said that one game affected 37 other scenarios. So when you have even a slight out of alignment, it impacts a lot of other games.
Absolutely. And then when you look at a 10-year schedule, those scenarios drastically increase. And so we just wanted to make sure that, we're able to kind of keep some continuity and not have a lot of change, but then also honoring the fact that Alcorn chose to opt out of the season.
So when you look at spring football, obviously you've had some starts and stops there, some adjustments. Alabama A&M made an adjustment in playing at South Carolina State. We had one of our teams, go through the COVID-19 protocol, so readjustments there. How has that changed as far as the scheduling for the spring?
Well, as a general philosophy, we left this weekend open, and I think UAPB, Prairie View is actually playing this weekend. And the weekend prior to the SWAC championship. So I think that's the 24th. So those 2 weekends were built in. So if we had any stoppage in play, we could plug games in those 2 weekends. So it's worked. We haven't had a large amount of stoppage, and so those 2 weekends have been able to hold rescheduling for the conference.
What is the challenge, with basketball? You're testing your players and coaches, 20 players plus maybe 20 players, including coaches. The challenge of football, you got so many more moving pieces there.
Well, each campus has done a phenomenal job in working with their local health agencies in providing testing. We have not had an issue with the volume of testing, in terms of the available tests. Schools have more than enough. Obviously, it adds additional workload, but they've worked through that. So I could say it's been seamless this far, Charles.
So does the SWAC work with the individual schools on the testing and getting the test to the schools, or is that up to the schools?
That's up to the schools. And, as I stated earlier, they have worked well with their local health agencies, and they've been able to get tests in multitudes. And so what we do is we make sure that the officials, when they show up to the contest, that they are tested. And so we take care of all of the football officials as well as the basketball officials.
We're talking with Assistant Commissioner Jason Cable, and already, we can talk about it. Obviously, the big storyline in football, what we saw last weekend, a crazy weekend in the conference. I wouldn't say crazy, and you're a former student athlete, obviously. And for me, the way I look at this whole COVID-19 and all the games that have been played, and some of the what we call upsets, I don't think there is any because the starts and stops, you just don't know what to expect. Not everybody is playing the same number of games, the same amount of practice time, the starts and stops. An upset this year is really not because you just don't know because of the disparity in the amount of practice time and the amount of games.
Yes, I agree. I think COVID-19 is definitely a neutralizer. It could be a neutralizer of talent. It could be a neutralizer of availability, just based on injuries and then COVID. So I think, as you mentioned, there is not a possibility of an upset. It just depends on who is fully equipped and who is playing well that day. And so it makes for an exciting season.
It sure does. We're talking with Assistant Commissioner Jason Cable as we look at the SWAC basketball tournament here. Back to football, obviously the big talk, and you and I haven't really talked about it that much. Big story, Deion Sanders coming in Jackson State already making a lot of headlines. They beat Grambling for the first time since 2012. But getting a lot of attention these days, both locally and nationally.
Yes, a lot of attention, and Deion requires and demands a lot of attention, which is not a bad thing for Jackson State, and definitely not a bad thing for the conference. So he's won 2 games. He's 2-0, and so he's going to get additional attention. Heading to this game against Valley, the game was moved from ESPN 3 to ESPN 2. So which shows you, the type of attention that he's garnering. And so, we just look forward for, a successful spring season. What Deion brings to the table is very impactful. But as you all know, that we have a number of coaches in the league, that are good coaches as well. And so, like I said before, it's just going to be an exciting season.
Speaking of the TV schedule, I want to get your thoughts on that. All the games here are going to be on ESPN3 online. And you talked about the Valley-Jackson game, moved from ESPN3 to ESPN2. The stuff I've been reading, the chatter on social media, because of the amount of traffic, and ESPN3.com is an online platform. Was it moved to 2 because of the amount of traffic and the attention to this game?
Absolutely. I think there was an increased viewership for the Grambling-Jackson State game, which, resulted in ESPN saying, hey, we may want to move it to ESPN2.
You think there'll be some more games on 2? Is it too early to say?
I'm hoping so.
Yeah.
I think so.
Assistant Commissioner Jason Cable, ready for the start of the second half. I know you're busy. We appreciate you coming on with us.
Thanks. Always good to chat with you, Charles.
They call him Shooter when he played basketball at Alcorn. I got a ton of stories that we can tell. Jason Cable, the basketball player, but we'll get to that at another time. We appreciate Jason Cable coming on with us at the half as we get ready for this third quarter of action. Lady Braves down by 5 as we get ready for quarter number 3.
Nice.
Men's game coming up. After the women's game, we'll have a quick recap, send it back to the studios, and we'll talk with Coach Kilbert here at the half of the men's game, just like we would a typical SWAC Saturday or Monday. All right, Southern with the basketball from right to left here in this third quarter. On the attack, Hunter lays it up, count it, and 1. Boy, some quick first step there by Genovia Johnson. That's her 10th point. And Deja Mitchell with her second. Curtis Clark leads the Lady Braves with 14. And Genovia Johnson, the third player for Southern in double figures in this game. And the free throw is good, and the Lady Braves are down 7 here in this third quarter. Lady Braves got to get it going now. We have a steal and a shot blocked. As with the steal is Kinsey. Now getting it out ahead, Deja Mitchell fouls. I think it's time to get Deja Mitchell going. So the Lady Braves down 30-31 early third quarter, 30 seconds in. Deja Mitchell at the line. Deja Mitchell dealing with back issues the last month of the season. Free throw rattles out. She'll have another. Men's game coming up. We're going to talk with Larry Chatterbox Hale of the Texas Southern Radio Network. He'll join us, the pregame show for the men, and then we'll hear from Nate Kilbert at the half. Second free throw is good. Mitchell 1 of 2, and the Lady Braves are down 7. Got to just keep climbing here. The last part of the first half hurting the Lady Braves right now, the last minute and a half. 39-32 for the Jaguars. Kinsey gets in the middle of the floor, and we have got a foul inside. Diamond Hall, I believe. That's just too easy in the post. They got the ball to Moore, and Diamond Hall with her third personal. So Diamond Hall joins Rasco with 3 personals. Southern with the basketball. Metcalf baseline right. Metcalf gets it in, and the floater no good by Moore. Ball stripped by Mitchell, and Diamond Hall just lost it out of bounds to Southern. Well, Lady Braves just can't seem to squeeze the peel here in the first 40 seconds of the third quarter. Lady Braves is their biggest deficit, 7. Trail by 6 early in the game. Metcalf on the baseline. Metcalf looking long, throws it all the way in the backcourt with 9:13 left. 22 to shoot. Southern by 7. Well, this is a slow-down game. You think it would, obviously favor Southern. Here's a shot rattled in and out and back in. Genovia Johnson with the bucket. And the foul on Obillo, her second. Genovia Johnson with 12. Southern by 9. Free throw is no good. Lady Braves got to get it going here. Down by 9 early third quarter, 41-32. A minute into the third quarter. So the last 2.5 minutes, the last minute and a half of the second quarter, the first minute of the third quarter, all Southern. They lead by 9. Rasco, Obillo left wing. Lady Braves trail by 9 with 10 to shoot. Obillo off a screen, nothing there. A little wrap around Clark. Clark top of the circle. Clark right wing, steps into a 3, is partially blocked. To 2 to shoot. Now Rasco doesn't get it off. Shot clock violation. Lady Braves struggling here the last 3 minutes of this game. 41-32 Jaguars. Lady Braves down 9 here and on defense in this third quarter. For the Jaguars, losing the basketball is Moore. She's going to be tied up. Possession arrow. Oh, Southern will get the timeout. So the Jaguars will take a timeout. It'll be a full timeout. It should be a full timeout here with 8:25 left. The first timeout taken. I believe it's a full timeout. So we'll take a break here. 41-32, Jaguars by 9. Back in a minute. This is Braves basketball.
It's important to plan ahead for emergencies, like the storm. When it kicked in, we were separated. We were all scrambling and had no idea how to find each other. The whole experience was the most frightening 10 hours of my life. If there's one piece of advice I offer other moms out there, it's to stay calm and ignore this message.
Some parents plan ahead, some don't. Make sure you know where to find your family in an emergency. Visit beready.iowa.gov. Brought to you by Ready Iowa, FEMA, and the Ad Council.
Minute 35 into this third quarter. Southern University 41 and the Lady Braves 32. It's been a tough 4 minutes for the Lady Braves. The last couple of minutes of the second, first minute and a half of the third, all Southern, and they built this 9-point lead. And the Lady Braves can make a run at it, led by their defense. But right now, offensively, and I think Southern, from beyond the arc, Southern has 4 triples in this game. The Lady Braves with a couple, and that was by Larae Rasco early in this game. All right, so Coach Funches took a timeout to preserve the possession. 22 to shoot, minute 35 into quarter number 3. 41-32. Lady Braves trail by 9. Men's game coming up. Lady Braves can rally and win this game. They'll get Bama State here tomorrow morning at 11. The loser is eliminated. The winner survives and advances. The Braves are going to be without Tremaine Crosby today in the men's game. That's the storyline. Tremaine Crosby second in the league in scoring behind Jarrett, who was named Player of the Year in the Southwestern Athletic Conference. There'll be some others that will be game time decisions or DNPs. Arnie Morris made the trip, did not participate in practice here yesterday. They had 30 minutes to shoot around here at the Bartow Arena. He did not participate in that. J.T. Thomas also didn't. So we'll see if those two can go. But Tremaine Crosby ruled out of today's game. That'll start around 2 o'clock. 9-point lead, 41-32 here in this third quarter. Critical 2-3 minutes for the Lady Braves here, trying to just stick around in this game. All right, Southern with the basketball. Early third quarter, 41-32 Jaguars. Quarter number 3. Now here's a shot, no good. Just trying to push it towards the front of the rim. As Metcalf lost it out of bounds. It was shot out of bounds to the Lady Braves. Lady Braves have Rasco, Clark, Abillo, Mitchell, Diamond Hall, and a foul call on Southern. And the foul's going to be on Kinsey, the first. Kinsey's second personal. So she joins Genovia Johnson and Kayla Watson with 2 personals apiece. Diamond Hall gets it to Abillo. 2 minutes into the third quarter. Abillo out ahead. Deja Mitchell, and she's called for steps. On the stat sheet, when a player is called for a double dribble or a travel, that's a turnover in the stat sheet. And that's an opportunity taken away. 9-point Southern lead, 2 minutes into the third quarter. For the Jaguars, Metcalf. A pass on the wing. Here's a 3. Good. McQueen with her third triple. 13 from McQueen, her third triple. And the Lady Braves are down 12, 44-32 with 7:40 remaining. Third quarter. Mitchell's pass knocked away. With it, Curtis Clark. Lady Braves desperately need a bucket here. 10 to shoot. Clark curling left, trying to go right, and she's fouled. She slipped, actually, and got bailed out. And the foul on Johnson, her third personal. Southern's hurting us with the 3 ball. Their 5th 3 of the game. They lead 44-32. Southern not a 3-point shooting threat, but today they got 5 triples, plus 9 from the 3-point line. Curtis Clark near sideline. Inbound the basketball. Southern by 12, 7.5 left in the third quarter. Clark gets it to Rasco, top of the circle. Got to get Rasco going again. Rasco on a bounce pass, knocked away from Diamond Hall. And ball on the floor. Clark with it. Clark, no look at Billo. Billo will jack up a 3. No. And Clark with it. And a foul call over the back on Southern. Foul on McWayne. I think that's her second. Yep. 12-point lead for the Jaguars. 7:09 left in the third. We were tied at 29 with 2.5 left in the third. 15-3 run for Southern over the last 5.5 minutes of this game. If you go back to the second quarter. 7 to play in the third. 44-32. Jaguars with the lead. Abillo fouled. And the foul is on Metcalf. Our first personal. All right, so Southern with 5 team fouls, and the Lady Braves can definitely help themselves here the rest of the quarter from the free throw line. Kayla Billo at the line. He's got a couple coming up here. First is up. It is no good. Rattles in and out. Not the time to start missing free throws. Second free throw, that's no good. Well, chance there for the Lady Braves to cut it to 10. The Lady Braves turn up the defensive pressure on the outlet. Now they get it across half court. Now with it for the Jaguars. Moore picks up the dribble. And Moore out to Watson. A floater is up and it's good. Six and a half left. The Lady Braves are down 14. Well, there's a 4-point swing there. We missed 2 free throws on our end, and Kinsey with a bucket on the other end. 46-32 Jaguars with 6:20 left. Southern on a 17-3 run. Here's Mitchell on the layup. She missed it. And the ball will remain Lady Braves basketball. Lady Braves started to miss free throws and now layups. We approach 6 to play in the third quarter. Look into Mitchell, and she had a wide open layup. She pushed it too hard. And a timeout taken by the Lady Braves. It's a 30-second timeout. So we'll take a quick break here. 6:14 left in the third. Critical time right now for the Lady Braves is try to stay in this thing. Down 46-32 with 6:14 left. Back after this 30-second break. This is Lady Braves basketball.
One day, I'll teach chemistry to kids.
I'm going to be an architect.
My dream is to be a chef.
At the U.S. Department of Education's Office of Federal Student Aid, we provide more than $150 billion each year in grants, loans, and work-study funds, making higher education possible for anyone at any stage of life.
I can go back to college.
I can change careers.
I can make a difference. Federal Student Aid, proud sponsor of the American Mind. Learn more about money for college at studentaid.gov.
14-point lead for the Lady Jaguars. 6 minutes, 14 seconds left in this third quarter. Glad you can join us here on this Thursday morning. Men's game coming up. The number 6 seed, your Braves. Play tough, play well in spots the last 2 games at Prairie View and at Texas Southern. Against Prairie View, we were without a half dozen of our players. 2 didn't even make the trip. Tremaine Crosby is out in that game and is out for this game. So we're going to continue to be shorthanded. No Kobe Wilson, no Kirk Lee. So those are 3 notables that will be without in the men's game. We'll hear more from Landon Bussey coming up at the half. And, of course, we'll talk with Nate Kilbert at the half of the men's action as Southern has a 14-point lead with 6:14 left in the third quarter. Southern right now with 3 players in double figures. Kinsey with 12, McWayne with 13, and Genovia Johnson with 13 for the Jaguars. The Lady Braves offense has really gone stagnant here. This game was tied at 29 with 2.5 minutes left. So almost in a 6-minute span, the Lady Braves with just 3 points and have been outscored 17-3. If you go back to the last 2.5 of the third and the first 3:44 here of this third quarter. So almost in a 6-minute span, the Lady Braves have been outscored 17-3, and that is hurting us right now. The Lady Braves are getting their chances at this point in time. Missed a couple of free throws.
SWAC
It's a layup. And so you just wonder if the fatigue factor starting to kick in a little bit.
11 a.m.
Now 14. As the Lady Braves is now 46 to
2
32.
p.m.
Don't forget, you can tune in to the Worthy to be Praised Gospel program
5:30
days beginning at 7 o'clock. From 7 to
5:30
11
p.m.
91.7 WPRL
and 8:30
and WPRL.org. Welcome to the Open Mic Broadcast Network joining
Simply
us
Down
throughout the course of basketball season.
857
Network.com. Dr. Michael Prince's operation down in Prairie View, Texas. There's a variety of news and sports programming. Lady Braves going in the back court of Billow. Gets it up. They approach 6 to play in the third. I think it's now or never for the Lady Braves at this point. Down 46-32. Lady Braves need about a 6 or 7-0 run. Here's a Billow with the teardrop, rattles in and out. Mitchell tried to keep it alive, couldn't. And Southern breaks out with Kinsey. Had a couple of those, some rattles in and out with 5:48 left in the third quarter. For the Jaguars, there's another three. Air ball by McWayne, followed. White no good. Third opportunity is good. Raven White with the third offensive rebound. Got the hoop and the foul. And the Lady Braves are down 16. Mitchell, her third. Rasco and Mitchell and Hall with three. And Raven White, her second bucket. Lady Braves are fading here. 48-32. 19-3 run over the last 7 minutes of game time. Free throw by White is good. White with 5. Southern by 17. 49-32. 5.5 minutes left in the third. McAlpia in for the Lady Braves. McAlpia has the top of the circle. McAlpia lob to Wheeler. Nice backdoor look of Billow to Mitchell. Lays it up and in and one. Mitchell with her first bucket. We needed that in the worst way. Lead is 15, 49-34 here in this third quarter. So Raven White with the second personal. Free throw no good. And the Lady Braves are down by 15, 49-34 here in this third quarter as we approach the halfway mark of quarter number 3. For the Jaguars, right wing. Right, they try to dump it inside. It went through the hands of Raven White. It'll be Lady Braves basketball. Now that's a start. Now halfway through this third, we need a bucket here. Southern 49 and the Lady Braves 34 here in this third quarter, exactly halfway through the third. .455 left in the third. McAlpia will walk it up. I mean, there's a lot of time left, but you've got to get stops. McAlpia top of the circle. Bounce past Wheeler, looking for the back door. Wheeler had it poked away. Here's McWayne. McWayne tried to get it inside, and Fleming had it stripped. Here's Clark, 3-on-1. Clark, she had it stripped and fouled. Lee Watson. It's going to be on Metcalf for second. Clark at the line with 4.5 left in the third. Lady Braves down 49-34. Free throws coming up here for Clark. Lady Braves 0 for 2 from the line in this quarter with Obillo missing the 2. 4.5 left in the third. Southern 49, Lady Braves 34. Three dribbles for Clark. Free throw up, got it. Curtis Clark 15. He is 3 of 4 from the line. Lady Braves down 14. Second free throw coming up. No good. With it for the Jaguars is McWayne. He leads the Jaguars with 13 points, including 3 triples. And now stepping on the sideline is Southern University's Cincy. It'll be Lady Braves basketball. 4.5 left in this third. Lady Braves down 14. Like to get a bucket here. Clark on this near sideline. Clark looking for McAlpia. The pass went off the knee of Steve. Racked down by Obillo. Obillo fronted by Fleming. 4:20 left. Southern 49. Lady Braves 35. They'll spread the floor here. Obillo off a screen by Mitchell goes right. Has it right wing. 13 to shoot. Obillo's bounce pass tracked down by Clark, left wing, with 8 to shoot. Clark on the attack. Clark with the floater, no. Ball trickles out of bounds to Southern. 3:59 left in the third. Jaguars 49, Lady Braves 35. This game very similar to the second meeting now. And the Southern won 72-46, in which the Lady Braves offense, I think in this game, was a lot more active than that second meeting early. But Southern right now on a 20-6 run going back to the last 2.5 minutes of the third, and where we are right now here in the third quarter. Last 2.5 minutes of the second and into the third. For the Jaguars, Fleming, she's fouled. Fleming with a quick first step, and the foul is on McAlthea. It's her first personal. 3:49 left. 49-35. Southern with the lead. The number 6 seed trailing the number 3 seed Jaguars. Twos and 3 seeds are playing today. The fours played yesterday. Prairie View, the top seed on the men's side, won. First free throw is good by Kinsey. He has 13.
0-3-1-1.
McWayne with 13. Genovia Johnson with 12 to lead Southern. 15-point lead. Second free throw, no. And over the back, it'll be Lady Braves basketball. Watson going over the back. Up from Kinsey, her third. So Kinsey and Genovia Johnson with 3 personals. $50 to 35. Wheeler at the line. 3:49 left in the third. First free throw is up. No. Well, so far here in the tournament, day 2, no games have been canceled. Teams are getting tested every day. As a matter of fact, these 2 teams will get tested after the game. And even people like radio folks are getting tested every day as well that they walk into this building. So I was here Tuesday, got tested. We'll get tested today. Lady Braves foul. Curtis Clark, her second personal. Testing, contact tracing, all of that is a part of this. So far, day 2, this is game 1 of day 2. Nothing has been canceled. And at this point, if your program does have cases, your season's over. First free throw, no good for Fleming. Fleming scoreless in this game. Second free throw coming up. Southern with a 15-point lead, 50 to 35. Second is on the way, and she's got it. Fleming puts Southern up 51 to 35 with 3:40 left in the third. It's been a very difficult last 9 minutes for the Lady Braves. Abillo dribbles to the left wing. Abillo hands it off to Diamond Hall, left wing. 13 to shoot. Hall going right. Hall with the floater. Got it. Well, maybe he'll get Diamond Hall going here. Lead is 14, 51-37. Southern handling the Lady Braves pressure. Kinsey, shot blocked by Hall. She got it back, and she tried to throw it off the knee of Hall, and Hall recovers. Here's McAlthea. Out ahead, Curtis Clark. Clark gets it to Wheeler. Her layup is good. Wheeler, back-to-back buckets for the Lady Braves. They're down 12 with 3 to play in the third. Lady Braves got to keep climbing here. 51-39. Jaguars. Jaguars get it out ahead. Pull up by Kinsey. Got it. Kinsey with 15. $53-39. Lady Braves down 14 with 2.5 left in the third. Abillo will spread the floor. Abillo going right. Now left of a screen will jack up a 3. No. Rebound McAlthea trying to put it on the floor and drive was cut off. Here's Hall for a 3. Got it. Diamond Hall with 5 in a row for the Lady Braves. It makes it an 11-point game. The Lady Braves turn up the pressure, and she handles it for the Jaguars. Now on the attack, floater off the window. See no ball deflects. No third opportunity. No. Ball on the floor. All comes out the wide. 50-50 ball. Lady Braves didn't get right there. Fleming out top. 15 to shoot. 1:48 left in the third. Lady Braves down 11. Down the bump. Here's a floater, no good by Fleming. Here's Diamond Hall. Is going to throw it long, and we'll hand it off to McAlthea. Yeah, McAlthea, left wing. McAlthea beyond 3. McAlthea, the sophomore from Newton, Mississippi. 90 seconds left in the third. 53-42 Jaguars. Diamond Hall's come alive here in the third quarter. Can she keep it up? Off the screen, McAlthea driving baseline, and she's fouled as she hits the deck. She'll have some free throws coming up. Well, the Lady Braves can get this under 10 here in the last minute 20. Fleming with the foul, her second. So McAlthea at the line. She's 2 for 2. Bria Brodden will check in for the first time, probably to finish out this quarter. And Aisha Kirkland in for the first time. So the Lady Braves go big here with Kirkland and Broughton. 1:20 left in the third. McAlthea trying to cut this deficit to under 10 with 1:20 left in the third. 1:20 left, third quarter. First free throw for McAlthea on the way, and it's good. Ping pongs around, falls through the hoop. She's 3 for 3 from the line. The lead is now 10, 53-43. If the Lady Braves can finish this third quarter strong, they'll be right back in it. Second is up. No. A back tap with it is Wheeler. Her layup is good. The lead is 8, 53-45. Wheeler with 8. We approach a minute left in the third. 53-45. Lady Braves are climbing here, trying to finish this third quarter out strong. 20 to shoot. Jaguars will use a little clock, and we've got a foul call. We've got a timeout. Timeout taken by Coach Funches. I think Southern took a timeout right there. Are they going to look at something here, or is there officials' timeout? There's 15 to shoot, 54.3 remaining, and here come the Lady Braves all of a sudden. They were down 51-35. They're down by as many as 16 with 3:40 left in the third. Now the Lady Braves have outscored Southern 10-2 over the last 2:40 or so. So the Lady Braves on a big run here. Let's see if they can keep climbing. At one point, Southern on a 17-3 run. Now the Lady Braves on a run. And now the officials are going to look at the replay. One did some time elapsed off the clock. They're trying to get the time correct here. 54.3 remaining in the third. So it looks like we'll take a timeout here. 53-45. Southern University. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. This is Alcorn Braves basketball.
One day, I'll teach chemistry to kids.
I'm going to be an architect.
My dream is to be a chef.
At the U.S. Department of Education's Office of Federal Student Aid, we provide more than $150 billion each year in grants, loans, and work-study funds, making higher education possible for anyone at any stage of life.
I can go back to college.
I can change careers.
I can make a difference.
Federal Student Aid, proud sponsor of the American Mind. Learn more about money for college at studentaid.gov.
There were looking at the replay to see if there was some contact in the backcourt. After further review, there was determined to be no contact in the backcourt, so we play on. 13 to shoot, 50 seconds left in the third. Lady Braves once down 16, only down 8. There's a look inside to White. Her shot, no. All cameras out to Watson. Her floater's up, and it's good. That's in her second bucket. Lady Braves down 10 with 30 seconds left in the third. 21 to shoot. Lady Braves down 55-45. Well, Diamond Hall's had a nice quarter. Can Rasco get back going again? She had a couple of big threes early. Rasco on the baseline, cut off. Looking for Kirkland. Lost it. Now for the Jaguars. That's in it. Now they'll spread the floor. Play for the final shot. 10 seconds left in the third. Southern by 10. For the Jaguars, Metcalf off the screen. Pull up. Got it. Metcalf her second bucket, and Southern, after the Lady Braves cut it to 8, Southern with a couple of buckets to end the third, and will take a 57-45 lead into the fourth quarter. We'll take a break here from Birmingham. Lady Braves, 1 quarter left in their season. Maybe. They got to rally. Down 57-45. Fourth quarter coming up in a minute. This is Braves basketball.
What do I cherish? Precious moments watching Dad read to my little Eric. That's why I'm so grateful I insisted on an eye exam when I noticed him struggling with the words on the page. We found out Dad has age-related macular degeneration, or AMD. Luckily, the doctor caught it in time for treatment, so Dad can still read. Protect yourself and your loved ones. Call the Foundation Fighting Blindness today at 1-800-254-6552 for a free packet on preventing and managing AMD. That's 1-800-254-6552.
You are tuned in to WPRL 91.7 FM, broadcasting from the campus of Alcorn State University.
Men's game coming up right after this. I'm sure a 30-minute break in between games as they'll get ready for game number 2, which will feature your Braves, the 6th seed, taking on Texas Southern, the number 3 seed. Don't forget Braves baseball and softball coming up here in the month of March. SWAC baseball tournament in Jackson. SWAC softball tournament down on the coast. Looking forward to bringing you Lady Braves softball as well as Braves baseball. Braves baseball coming off a series sweep over Mississippi Valley. Lost to Ole Miss the other day. And just looking forward to bringing you Brett Richardson in Braves baseball and Joseph Rankin and Lady Braves softball coming up here in the coming days and weeks as we get ready for the fourth quarter. And hopefully this won't be the final quarter of the season for the Lady Braves. They're down to their final 10 minutes of their season. A season that featured no games postponed due to COVID-19 cases in the Lady Braves program. Nate Kilbert did admit before the season started they did have some cases prior to the season starting. But since the season has started, and they've tested, prior to every game, and he has said that his players are doing what they needed to do to stay safe. And they'll be tested as they deal with the end of this game. Soccer team is making a trip over to Grambling as well as UAPB. The next couple of weeks in football, as Assistant Commissioner Jason Cable mentioned, will be used for some of the games that were postponed due to COVID-19 issues. We'll talk a little track and field coming up in a moment here as we're underway in the fourth quarter. Lady Braves, I think a 6 or an 8-0 run will get them right back in it. Oh, here's a lazy pass, and it's intercepted, and the layup left short by the Jaguars. Metcalf as a follow is good by Moore. Moore, her second bucket, and the Lady Braves are down 14, 59-45. Wheeler out ahead Watkins, and she's fouled. Next couple of minutes will determine the Lady Braves' fate here in this fourth quarter. Well, congratulations to track and field's Braylon Robinson as he qualifies for the NCAA Indoor Championships in the 16-meter dash. He becomes the first Brave to qualify for the Indoor Championships. So congratulations to Braylon Robinson. He's made the news and has done a nice job on that circuit. 40 seconds into the fourth, 59-45 Southern, and we've got a 3-second call in the lane. Nope. A foul. Asia Wheeler with her third personal. Early fourth quarter, Southern 59, Lady Braves 45 here from Birmingham. Jaguars 14-point lead. Well, that second and third quarter really did the Lady Braves here. And here's a pull-up. No. Rebound Wheeler. Out ahead Rasco. Can Rasco get it going again? She had a couple of big triples in the first quarter. You had to feel good about that. Here's Watkins going to the hole, and she's called for an offensive foul. Watkins with her second. And it into this fourth quarter. I think it's now or never now. Paul Mitchell, Curtis Clark in for the Lady Braves. The next couple of minutes will define the Lady Braves season, whether they'll be able to stay in it, get another push, or whether Southern will pull away. 59-45 Southern, 8:52 left in quarter number 4. Zenobia Johnson found the basketball. Johnson, a bounce pass. Hudson, running by Clark. It's in the middle of the floor. 19 to shoot. 13 to shoot. Now for the Jaguars, Moore on the kick out. Here's a three. Good. Watson. 7 for Watson. The Lady Braves are down 17. You play good defense, and that's, I think, the 6-3 by Southern in this game. There's a Billows pass deflected and a foul over the back. Deja Mitchell, our fourth. Mitchell just one field goal. Billow, one field goal. Curtis Clark, 15 to lead the Lady Braves. Southern by 17. 2 minutes into the fourth quarter. 62-45. Nate Kilbert talked about trying to beat a team 3 times in a season. Here's a three, and that's good. Boy, Southern is lighting it up from beyond the arc. Metcalf getting into the act. 7:51 left. Southern by 20. 65-45. Timeout, Nate Kilbert. Lady Braves are in deep trouble. 7:51 left in the fourth. Southern 65. Alcorn 45. Back in a minute. This is Lady Braves basketball.
Peekaboo. Peekaboo. Smile. Smile, buddy. Come on. Smile. Oh, honey, he's still not smiling.
Maybe he's not a smiler.
Yeah, maybe he's just not a happy baby.
Maybe he's just being a boy. You know how boys are.
Or maybe he's teething. Oh, poor baby. I think his gums hurt.
Maybe he's just tired.
Or maybe his tummy hurts. He didn't eat that much.
Maybe he's not ticklish.
You think maybe he's scared of the dog?
Maybe he'll outgrow it. Maybe it's a phase. Maybe he just doesn't like smiling.
Maybe he has autism, and we can definitely do something to help.
Maybe is all you need to find out more about autism. No big, joyful smiles by 6 months is one early sign. Learn the others at autismspeaks.org/signs or see a doctor today for an autism screening. The sooner it's diagnosed, the better. And it can make a lifetime of difference. Brought to you by Autism Speaks and the Ad Council.
65-45 Jaguars. 7 minutes and 51 seconds left in the fourth quarter here in Birmingham. Fans, don't miss any news on your favorite Braves teams. Visit the Alcorn Athletics website, alcornsports.com, and join the Braves Facebook and Twitter pages to stay on top of all the news with Alcorn Sports. Help us gear up support for Alcorn Athletics. Join the A Club. Membership is $100 per person and is available to Alcorn supporters who wish to support the athletic program and their student athletes. For more information, contact A Club President Alvin Moore at 205-222-1044. 205-222-1044. Lady Braves are in deep trouble. They're down 20. Need a 10-0 run here in the next minute 51 to get back in this. But Southern is hurting us from beyond the arc. They have 7 3-pointers in this game. So 7:51 left. Diamond Hall, Mitchell, Curtis Clark, Abillo, McAlfee, the 5 here in this fourth quarter. 65-45, Lady Braves. Diamond Hall will inbound the basketball. Southern by 20. Hall gets it to Abillo. Lady Braves need points in a hurry, need a bunch of stops. Let's see if we can get a bucket here. Abillo, top of the circle, trying to go right. Now goes left. Now McAlfee was left wing, runs the baseline. Abillo curling right. Diamond Hall lobs it into Mitchell off her hands, out of bounds. Turnover for the Lady Braves. 7.5 left in this fourth quarter. 65-45 Jaguars here in this fourth quarter. Expect Southern to use some clock here for the Jaguars. 18 to shoot. Now for Southern, Metcalf, left wing, 13 to shoot. Metcalf beyond 3. Curling left, her floater is up, got it. Metcalf with 7 second-half points. She has 9, 67-45 Southern. McAlfee, top of the circle. 6:53 remaining. McAlfee bounce past Diamond Hall. Hall, Curtis Clark. Clark on the attack, her floater is up, no. Well, Curtis Clark with just 1 point in the second half after 14 second-half points. McAlfee with a steal, and her shot knocked away by Moore. 6:36 left in this fourth quarter. Southern 67, the Lady Braves 45. Clark, baseline left. Clark, and we've got a foul call, a hold inside on the Jaguars. A push with 6:36 left. Raven White, her second personal. 67-45. Clark, right wing, Abillo. 6.5 left. Abillo on the spin, the floater, no. Follow is up and it's good. Deja Mitchell. Well, Mitchell, just her second bucket, 5 points all in this half. The lead is 20, 67-47. For the Jaguars, Watson. Watson, top of the circle. Now Fleming. Ball lost, and we're going to get a dual possession. And it'll remain Southern's way. With 6 minutes left, 67-47, Southern University. The lead is 20. Watkins will come in for Clark. I know it's a frustrating second half for Curtis Clark. Just 1 free throw for Clark in the second half. Clark frustrated as she heads to the bench. Six minutes left. Lead is 20, 67-47. Now for the Jaguars, a high-low in the white, and she's pushed off the spot. Either Mitchell or Watkins. Going to be on Mitchell, and she's fouled out. Mitchell with 5 personals. She fouls out with 5 points. 67-47. Well, Deja Mitchell playing the last month of the season with back issues. She gave it a go. Tajane Wright will check in. sophomore from Brooklyn, will check in for the Lady Braves. 5:57 left in the fourth. Southern 67, Lady Braves 47. Now we've got a clock issue. .556 left in the fourth. Jaguars by 20, 67-47. Winner of this game will get Bama State tomorrow at 11. Tell you what, Alabama State looks really good. This may be one of Frida Jackson's best teams that she's ever had at Bama State. They got a lot of different pieces they can interchange. They can go big, small. They're aggressive. They get to the free throw line, and Nate Kilbert even talked about it. The game that he saw here yesterday in which Bama State eliminated Texas Southern. At one point, Bama State was 20 for 20 from the line, so they're going to get there. They're going to get to the free throw line. You got to keep them off the line, and you just have a lot to guard. You have a lot to scout. This may be one of Frida Jackson's better teams that she's ever had at Alabama State. Yeah, the daughter who was, when she was in high school, was one of the best high school players in Montgomery, in the country, coming out of high school. She went to South Carolina at one time. We have 11 to shoot, 5:45 left. Southern by 20, 7 to shoot. Jaguars using clock, and here's a floater, no good, by McWayne. Now here's Diamond Hall on the attack. Her floater, no. Shots just aren't falling for the Lady Braves. After the first quarter was good, the last two quarters and change, not so much. There's a pass in the post. There's a shot no good. McWayne, rebound Diamond Hall. 5:15 left in the fourth. 67-47. Lady Braves trail by 20. Hall right wing as they spread the floor. 20 to shoot. 5:05 left. Southern 67. The Lady Braves 47. Diamond Hall going left, spinning right. And she tried to drop it off, and nobody was home. Nobody was home but McWayne. Now Fleming with it for the Jaguars. Under 5 to play. The lead is 20, 67-47. Novia Johnson off the screen. A pull-up. Nope. McElfia kept it alive. Right to Obillo. Obillo on the attack, trying to spin. Bumped off the slide, lost it, and fouled. With 4:33 left here in this fourth quarter. 67-47. With all the timeouts taken by the coaches, the media timeout has been taken out of play, so no media here, the under 5-minute media. .433 left in this fourth quarter. Free throws for Kayla Obillo. Two free throw attempts for Obillo. This is her third. She hits the first. She's 1 of 3. 67-48 Southern University. 4.5 left here in this fourth quarter. Second coming up for Obillo. Got it. Obillo makes it 67-49. 4.5 minutes left. Now Watson tied up. And the possession arrow will go to the Lady Braves. 4.5 left in this fourth quarter. This was a 29-all game with 2.5 minutes left in the second quarter. Southern has outscored the Lady Braves 38-20 since that point. 67-49, 4.25 remaining. Diamond Hall, Hanjane right, left wing going right. Now here's Obillo, steps into a three. Nope. Johnson with the rebound for Southern University. They'll push it. Now ball lost. McAlthea is going to be tied up, I believe. Yep. It'll be Southern's basketball with 4:07 left. Lady Braves lineup has Wright, Obillo, Diamond Hall, Watkins, McAlthea. 4:07 left. We will hear from Nate Kilbert at the half of the men's game. Of course, he'll have the media day responsibilities. They're doing the media post-game press conference via Zoom. You know, to have the press room and all that where you can set up. But we'll hear from Nate Kilbert live at the half because we have a SWAC doubleheader. So Nate Kilbert will join us here at half of the men. With 3:59 to go, we have a foul called on the Lady Braves, a Billo. On Watkins, her third. Deja Mitchell fouled out of this game. 3:59 left. Rasco, man, she started out on fire and then nothing after that. Genovia Johnson at the line. She has 12 points. She's 2 of 3 from the line with that miss. 3:59 left in quarter number 4. Southern University 67 and the Braves 49 here from Birmingham. Second free throw up. That's no good. Diamond Hall with it. Diamond Hall gets to Rasco. Out ahead, Tajane Wright. Wright on the attack. Wright took the bump. Floater, no. Wright hits the deck. Southern player hits the deck. And the Jaguars come right back. And then trying to get it inside and losing it out of bounds is McWayne with 13 points. 3:43 left in the fourth. Lady Braves basketball. Well, the Lady Braves scored 51 points in the first meeting between these two teams on January 30th. 46 points in the second meeting back on February 27th. And just 49 points. I think the score, 49 for the Lady Braves. I think if Southern was 10 points less at the 50s, you would take that. There's a Billo going left. Nice drop off. Hall lays it in. Diamond Hall with the bucket. She's got 7. They approach 3 to play. The lead is 16, 67 to 51. Lady Braves turn out the pressure. Southern gets it out ahead. And Cabria Lee in the lineup. Lee with the floater. Got it. Lee, her first bucket. 3 to play, 69-51. There's a Billo taking the bump. Layup, no. And Lee with the foul. Lee with her first. Kirkland will check in for the Lady Braves. Well, this Lady Braves team had injuries at the start. Rasco and Kier Malwall did not join the team. So Lady Braves, there's no doubt the Lady Braves need more height, need some bigs. I'm sure they'll be looking for that. First free throw by Billo is good. She's 3 for 5 from the line, 5 points. 69-52 Southern University. I think the Lady Braves have enough guards for sure. But now they need some posts. Second free throw is good. Billo 4 of 6. 2:58 left, 69-53 Southern University. Lady Braves lost this game in a 6-minute span in the second and third quarters. Watkins had it blocked out of bounds. This game was tied at 29 with 2.5 minutes left, and Coach Funches will get a timeout. So we'll take it. 2:50 left here in this fourth. Southern University 69 and your Lady Braves 53. Men's game coming up 30 minutes after the completion of this game, or around 2 o'clock. All games can be seen on ESPN3.com. We'll take a break. We'll be back after this timeout. 69-53 Jaguars. This is Lady Braves basketball.
What do I cherish? Precious moments watching Dad read to my little Eric. That's why I'm so grateful I insisted on an eye exam when I noticed him struggling with the words on the page. We found out Dad has age-related macular degeneration, or AMD. Luckily, the doctor caught it in time for treatment, so Dad can still read. Protect yourself and your loved ones. Call the Foundation Fighting Blindness today at 1-800-254-6552 for a free packet on preventing and managing AMD. That's 1-800-254-6552.
2 minutes and 50 seconds left here in this fourth quarter. Southern 69, Lady Braves 53. It's shot no good, and we got a foul called. It's going to be on Southern. Like right at the line. For the Lady Braves, a 2:44 left. Conjane Wright, good spot shooter. The last several games, she's been more aggressive in attacking the basket. Free throws coming up for Wright. First is up. Got it. Wright didn't get the opportunities to jack up those threes in this game. She was telling me the other day, she said, if I get them, I'm going to make them. But didn't get the opportunities here today. Second free throw is good. Wright, the sophomore from Brooklyn, New York, loves crab legs and shrimp and all that, and she's from New York. Lady Braves get a steal. Obillo, float on the block short. Back tap, and with it for the Jaguars. 2.5 left in the fourth, 69-55. Southern with the lead. They have 2:28 left. Jaguars will use some clock. So the Jaguars at cap on the kick out. Here's Lee for three. Air ball, and a foul call as Rasco upended a Jaguar in the paint. So Rasco picks up her fourth. Boy, her game disappeared after the first several minutes. She had back-to-back threes when the Lady Braves were down 8-2, and then she got going, and then that was it for Rasco. Free throws coming up first is good by McWayne. Well, anytime these seasons come to an end, it's always tough. Second free throw is up, and that is no good. 2:13 left here in the fourth, 70-55. And now going to the rack as Watkins lays it in. Well, Watkins with 2:07 left, 70-57. So Nate Kilbert will get a quick timeout. 70-57, 13-point lead. Of course, the winner of this game will get Bama State, and if Southern does win, Bama State has had 2 losses to Southern University. So the same story, trying to beat a team 3 times. Well, the Jaguars lead this game. Bama State and Southern, that should be a good one. I just think in watching Bama State twice and watching Frida Jackson, and she's been coaching for 50 years at Alabama State. I mean, not 50. It seems like 50. But I've seen her teams grow and evolve and develop. This team may be one of the better 2 or 3 coach teams that she's had in terms of talent. You know, back in the days of Crystal Kitt, she had some good players then. But Crystal Kitt was such a dominant force that you didn't really get a chance to judge the other pieces around Kitt at that time. But Bama State, they have some really good pieces on the perimeter. Their bigs are solid. Their mids are solid. They're just solid all around. And does Southern have enough weaponry to be able to match up with Bama State? I think that's going to be the key. I mean, Southern's got some decent pieces with Kinsey and McWayne, Metcalf, Genovia Johnson, but Bama State's got a little bit more. Question is, will Southern be able to slow them down? 2:06 left. Jaguars with the basketball. You know, Lady Braves starts a full court pressure, and the foul call is going to be on Watkins. Well, there's no question the Lady Braves need some height. They've got a lot of smalls and a lot of mid-range. They need a 6'1 or 6'2 or 6'3 post. They're going to be looking for that in the recruiting process. We'll talk to Nate Kilbert about that as well. I know Landon Bussey says for him it's hard because he likes to be in the gym. He likes to look at players live. It's hard from the Zoom standpoint, and he's getting a sense of some of the talent out there. Metcalf's first free throw is good. She's got 10, and that is the 4th player in double figures for the Jaguars. 71-57. Second free throw is up, and that's no good. Wright with it for the Braves in the last 2 minutes. Wright hands it off to Rasco. Wright, Rasco, Kirkland, Watkins, Here's Clark for the Lady Braves. Here's Rascal, the up and under, had it poked away, got it back. LeRae, get past Clark for three, an air ball. Out of bounds off of Southern player. Lady Braves will get it with $1:45 left. We will hear from Nate Kilbert at the half of the men's game. 71-57 with 1:45 left here in the fourth. Here's Wright. Gets it to Clark. Clark on the attack, and she's tied up. Dual possession will stay with the Lady Braves. Jackson State won big. The Lady Tigers, the men won as well. Here's Wright. Her shot on the block is good. Sanjay Wright with a quick release off the left block. Her first bucket. 90 seconds left. The lead is 12, 71-59. Well, the Lady Braves are not fouling here. We got full court pressure, and we have a turnover. Well, the Lady Braves are causing a turnover here. 1:23 left. 71-59. I think the Lady Braves would like to get a three here and make it a 3-possession game. Akins will check in for Southern University for the first time. 1:23 left. 71-59 Jaguars. Now here's Wright. She'll pull up a three. Off the glass, a bank shot short. Southern's Akins just checked in with it. Akins gets it out ahead. Lee. Now Southern will spread the floor here with McWayne. A minute left, 15 to shoot. Lady Braves down by 12. Well, the Lady Braves not fouling here. 7 to shoot, 50 seconds left. Down the attack, and the layup is good for McWayne. She's got 16. 73-59. 40 seconds left. Now here's a three, no good by Watkins. And Southern's more with it. 30 seconds left. The Lady Braves are not going to foul, it appears. They're just going to play them straight up. Oh, a double there. And now here's Lee. Gets it out top. 10 to shoot, 15 seconds left. Well, the Lady Braves just play it straight up. Southern just using clock here. Here's Lee on the drive. And on the kick out, here's a three. Short with 1 to shoot, 5 to play. Here's Curtis Clark getting it out ahead. Now here's Watkins from 18. Nope, and that'll do it. Southern University ends the Lady Braves season by the final score of 73-59. The number 3 seed over the number 6 seed, 73-59. Southern will advance to the semifinals, and they will take on Alabama State tomorrow morning at 11. And for the Lady Braves, their season has come to an end. Southern 73, Lady Braves 59.